Hello, welcome back to Funtime Crafts 24/7. This is a Let's Make video, and what we're playing with today is we're playing with some of the foiled items that we created together the other day with the Gemini foil press. We're using this machine through our Anna Griffin Empress Elite. That's what we're playing with today, that beautiful little cutting machine right there. And we're going to make a card today. I noticed, though, that while I was kind of putting together a composition that I wanted a couple more elements, and then I went to, I made a couple of elements, but like this is not the same color as these are. So I was like, oh shoot, I need to redo. I don't think they're the same color. I think I think these are different. And what I need polished brass, and I think these are like a bronze. So I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, it's just a hair off. But because the elements are going to be next to each other, you'll really notice it. So I was like, well, I'll just make a couple more with you. So I want to make another bird. I want to make another bird, and these little guys are out of the. Some of them are. Okay, so we're going to make these little pine branches, and these little pine branches are out of the Woodland Christmas impression dies from Anna Griffin. And we're going to do those. Just the two little pine branches. I have a wreath out of that one. And then out of the Christmas icon impression dies, we're going to use the little deer. And, oh, is the bird out of that one? Oh, and the little bird is out of the woodland one too. So we're going to do a little bird, another deer, and then we're going to do a couple of those pine branches on the green. So these are going to be on spearmint with the polished brass, and the little bird and the deer are going to be out of, this is a foil quill pink, like a pale pink foil. We're going to just put that there. Oh, shucky down. Oh, man. That wasn't cool. Watch your fingernails. I was trying to, like, move it to where it was going to be under the foil because it looked like I had missed a spot. So did that grab it all? Oh, that grabbed it all. And then I have a piece of Anna Griffin ivory cardstock. Right there. So we're going to do that. And then I have this piece of green, this spearmint green cardstock, really thick, from Stamps of Life. And then I have, so that's foil, quill foil from this here. You can get this pack. It's a multicolored, it's called Flamingo. And it comes with 4x6 sheets. And you get 30 pieces, 30 sheets in that. So 6 sheets of each color. There's 5 colors. Yeah, 6 times 5 is 30. Yeah, so 6 sheets of each, and 4x6. So that's a pretty good one. And then this is just a roll of Spellbinder's hot foil in polished brass. And so I'm just gonna cut a little piece of this. There or there. I think I'm gonna go there. Hopefully that's big enough. The idea is that you should just cut your foil to as big as you need it to be. So you want to trim around your items so you don't get overfoiling. I'm doing impression dies, so these are kind of, they do get overfoiling because you have to put shims on them. So I'm not really too worried about all the extra foil around it. Save these little pieces though, because you can use these for other things to foil with, or to foil. And they're very handy occasionally. So now I'm going to put that down. So now that I have my foil, and you put the pretty side down towards the die with the silver matte side up, and that's the actual foil that's going to transfer to your cardstock. Then you put your cardstock down, and then because these are impression dies and they cut, and I'm running it through my Empress, which is a new machine to me, it's got very tight rollers, so I want to protect my top plate that I need to put on top of here. And since they cut, I don't really want to cut into my top plate. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add two 80 These are Nina Super Smooth White Cardstock, 80 pound. So 2 80-pound shims. And I found that worked really, really nice. So I'm going to stack that all up on there. I'm going to pop this on here. And I've got my heat set to medium. It's already green. It's good to go. But I know this hasn't been on here very long, so I want it to all heat really nice together. So I'm going to start it off at 30 seconds. That's what it's set to, and I'm going to push start. And then that's going to do a little countdown. What I'm going to do is I'm going to feel the top. And if where my dyes are feel like really hot, I'm going to go ahead and run it through. But if it doesn't, I'm going to go ahead and set up for an additional 30 seconds. You want all your elements to get nice and warm together to get a really good transfer. Otherwise, it's not going to work. So, yeah, this is almost done. And I'm pretty sure, yeah, it's going to need another 30 seconds. This is just slightly warm. It's not hardly anything at all. So I'm going to push, no, I have to pop it up to, if you hold it down, the seconds go really fast. So I'm going to put it up to 30 and push start again and let that go again. And I think 1 whole minute on this will be just fine. The dyes have already been heating up, but I'm trying to heat up the foil, the paper, and the top plate all together so I get a good impression, a good foiling. And it works, it'll work pretty good that way. But so I've been, digging around with a little bit of a composition from this, and I cut out an ivory card base. This is from Anna Griffin ivory cardstock. It's 10 by 7 on the 10 side, scored at 5, folded and creased or burnished to make my card base, my little 5 by 7 card base. So that's done. It feels pretty warm on top. It's not like ow hot, but it's pretty warm. So I'm gonna go ahead and pull this gently out of the base like this. I'm going to hold it on down here by the handle where it's cool, and up here on this corner where it's cool. And I'm going to run it through my die cut machine, the little Empress Elite here. It's already powered on, so I'm going to go ahead and push forward. Put it at a slight angle, so that way I don't get speed bumps as it's going in and or coming out. And hope for the best. Because you never know with these things. Sometimes you get them good like every time. Other times you're constantly fiddling around. And so you have to kind of just be prepared for anything, really. Oh, here we go. It looks pretty good. So let's start with these little branches. Oh, they look pretty good from this side. Oh, yeah, look at that. Oh, got a bit of overfoiling. I'm fine with that because we're cutting those out, so that's cool. So now let's look at the little deer and my little bird. So this part's up, so let's pull from here. Oh, right? That is not so bad. Oh, look at that. Little overfoiling down here, but not too much on the deer. I think those are going to cut out just beautifully. So I'm going to grab my Empress cutting mat. I do have my metal shim. So my A plate, my metal shim, my magnetic mat. I'm going to pop these on top of here. These are hot. They're obviously coming off of a hot foil machine, so they're pretty stinking warm. And I'm going to maneuver them to where the die falls down into the groove that it foiled. So that way it'll cut it out real nice. You just kind of have to move it around. And then when you can't shift it, generally it's in the right spot. If you can still shift it around, you should, if the die is still moving around, you want to continue to like try to line it up with the other. See, like this moves. Oh, it just dropped in. Oh, perfect. But if it still moves, generally you're not in the right spot. Whew, that's hot. But be careful. Be careful. There we go. It slid. You can't move it. So now I'm just going to pop my top plate on here. Run these through my die cut machine. I'll be right back. Okay, so now that that's done, let's see. I can actually turn this other one off. So let's see what these guys look like. Oh, look at my little bird. It's a little pink and ivory little birdie there. And then I'll have a cute little deer. Hang on. Oh, there it is. Wait, let's see what that looks like. Oh, look how cute the little deer is. A little underfoiling on the tail there, a little overfoiling on the little sides. But I think overall that looks super swell. And how fun is that pink foiling on there? Super cool. So now let's see what these little guys here look like. Oh yeah, that's way better. I think that color is super nice and matches my other ones just perfectly. So yeah, so now we have the two of these. And I think that's going to give me actually enough branches for my composition that I was looking for. And hopefully this comes out good. I was kind of playing around with color, which isn't not my normal color palette. So, yeah, but now I can go ahead. See, wasn't that easy? That was actually pretty fun, right? That was so simple. So you just have to let the machine heat up for quite a while. If your machine is new, if you just bought the Empress Elite like I did, you'll want to probably, and you're trying to save your top glimmer foil plate, you're definitely going to want to add some shims. Otherwise, you'll get like a bit of cutting into this plate. But this plate is actually made to be disposable. It's made to be cut into. You're just going to get all the jankiness if you do cut into it. So I'm going to go ahead and actually order a couple more of these and a couple more for my big 9x12 one. And so that way I have them on hand. I'm going to try not to cut into it. So that's the reason I have the shims in there. But that's why I also got the overfoiling on my pieces, was because I did have the shims in. I added the two because I wasn't really sure. See, like it went all the way through to this, and this was a brand new piece of paper. So as you can tell there, it did impress into there. So you would have gotten those impressions onto your top plate had you not had the two. So it's kind of a, what do you want to do? Do you care if you have to replace it and you can still get these? Or, you know, do you not want to replace it and you'll deal with the overfoiling because of the dye? You kind of have to, it's catch-22. You have to pick which one is going to work the best for you. And I don't want to have to keep replacing it all the time because I don't know how long I'm going to be able to get these, right? So, especially because it's discontinued. That's the reason I was going to go ahead and buy some more. So, there is that. But there we go there on that. That's enough of that. So, now let's see what it is that we're actually going to use from all the stuff we folded the other day. Hopefully that'll be all right. There we go. And so what we have is, let's see, we have our 5x7 card base. So this is what I was thinking about starting out with. Let's see, where are you guys at? There we go. Yeah, the 5x7 card base. We're going to need these dies. And so then I have this piece of, this is like a really dark maroon or burgundy, dark red, like really dark red cardstock from Anna Griffin. It's from a cardstock pack that had a bunch of different, I think it's a Christmas one. And so I'm going to cut this down and layer this on here. Then I'm going to use this cream layer, or ivory rather. It's ivory, Anna Griffin ivory cardstock. Get the names right, man. And what I want to do is, I was thinking, I want to take this die and I want to cut that out. And then I want to take this die here and I want to use this one to layer on top of the cream like that. And but I want to cut the middle out so I have ivory in the center. And then what I want to do is I want to take the two of these dies and I want to line them up together so this one's even in the middle. And I want to cut a piece of Anna Griffin matte gold. And what I want to do is I want to actually cut a thin frame out of there. So let me trim the red one down. Let me cut this out of ivory. And then let me cut this. Oh, and then cut the middle out of that one. And then let me cut this out with this. And then I'll show you what I do with the frame and I'll be right back. Okay, we got our pieces. Okay, so this is 4 7/8 by 6 7/8, and that is going to layer on top of here. It's going to have a very, very tiny border. Just a really tiny one like that. And but I want to actually, I think I should emboss this. I think it needs something else. Because it's just kind of boring back there. So then this is my ivory. This is the one I cut the center out of, right? This is like a minty sagey green. That was out of a cardstock pack. I think it was actually out of this one. Is where I got that from. Foiled. We foiled that the other day. And then, yeah, so I'm going to layer that on there. So this is going to layer on top of there. I was thinking something like that. But then I cut this one out with the middle out because what I want to do now is I want to go ahead and I want to take my X-Acto knife and I want to cut out this frame to go around here. So let's do that really quick. Ready to give it a whirl. Okay, gotta be Anna. Hone in on your Anna Griffin wielding X-Acto knife skills. And be the paper. Be the knife. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to follow this very outline of the frame. So this here, and we're going to go all the way around and cut that little frame out, hopefully. Hopefully that's the plan. I'm just going to go for it. I'm not going to be using a ruler or anything. And see what we get there. Hey, that looks pretty good. Maybe we'll just do this side now. Get the straight parts, right? The easy parts. Go for the easy part. Just follow that emboss line down with your X-Acto knife, pushing firmly and eyeballing as straight as you can. Okay, now it's going to get a little tricky here. Just a tiny bit. Okay, we got to go around all these fun little curvy pieces. And it's going to get a little interesting. I don't know, maybe we'll just cut that. I don't know, what do we get here? Did we do anything? Oh, that's kind of a... Oh, I think it's just stuck at the corner. Oh, I think it's just... Okay, cool. Okay, what else did we get? We got that. We got... What else? Come on. Something? Okay. I was trying not to damage this other one because you could actually technically use the rest of that somewhere. Okay, that piece isn't cut out all the way. I'm trying to stay on the line I already cut. And then I'm just actually cutting across the top, cutting that piece out actually. And that actually looks pretty stinking good, I think. So far, that looks pretty good. Oh, I didn't get that one all the way. Yeah, there we go. Wait. Yeah, that's good all the way down. So now let's cut the straight pieces on... Did we already do that? Nope, we did not. A big negatorio. Just the straight pieces. Focus on the easy parts first. And then we'll get our mind wrapped around the other piece. Okay, there we go. So now we just have our little weavy portion. And we'll just kind of follow along. And then out the top. Follow along and out the top. That went good. So maybe we do that on this side. Follow it along and then out the top, huh? On those little weavy portions. See, did we get it? Oh, we got it. Hey, that doesn't look bad. That's pretty good, right? That's not too bad at all. And then maybe you could use that for something else later, like if you wanted a different color on the inside. That's kind of cool. And then, what? We have a little gold frame there. I know you're like, big deal. What does that do? But it actually adds quite a lot. In the grand scheme of things, it's kind of a bold little frame there on the inside. I like it a lot. I think it's worth the extra little effort. But now I think I do definitely want to emboss this. So let me find a folder and get that embossed. I'll be right back. Okay, here it is. Ask me if I spritzed it. I did not. I forgot. Therefore, I get your snap, crack, and pop there. It's like super crackety, but and this is when I used Regal braid. It's an old Cuttlebug embossing folder. Should have done that, but I actually tested it. It actually doesn't look bad. It actually kind of goes with it. So I was like, well, actually, I could still keep it. I don't have to throw it away. So I actually like it because it goes with the that romantic frame die. So I'm gonna keep it. I'm really liking that. I love the texture that it adds as well. So we're just gonna go for it, right? Just do it. So there it is there. So now we just need to get some glue. I need some glue. I had everything like reorganized in here with family here, and so now I just kind of have to figure out where I stashed certain things. And I can put them in a precarious spot in here, but when your family doesn't know what's sitting there, it could be a little bit hazardous. And so I was like, maybe we should move some of these things. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and use my art glitter glue to glue the background down. Yeah, see, it's like cracked, so I'm going to make sure I put a fair amount of glue on this. It's paper, too. It doesn't necessarily need a whole lot. Your friend or family's going to adore it. And then, honestly, so you can make a new one, they're just going to pitch it. And it'll be just fine, because then you could keep making them more, and they don't have to get a storage unit for all the fun things you send them. Right? I was getting out Christmas decorations and stuff today. It was like, I had already made so many things for Christmas this year, and totally forgot about it. And it was like, oh, wow, yeah. I can't imagine, like, what family thinks sometimes, like, holy cow, again? You sent me something again? Do I have to keep all this stuff? You know how it is. Okay, there we go. I think that's pretty good. That guy needed 2 hands. It was like having a Monday. Okay, so make sure my card base is up. Right direction. Gonna pop this down. Yeah, the embossing adds a nice raised element. It looks really pretty. Look at that. Oh, that's lovely. Although I think I am going to put a block on it so it does lie pretty flat. Like, evenly flat. And this is just a Prima stamping block. And if you type in Prima stamping block, this usually comes up. A size comes up. Sometimes they have them. Sometimes you can find them. Sometimes you can't. It varies. So you kind of just have to type it in, see if it's there, see what size you can get. This one happens to be a 6x8. Sometimes you get like a 4x9, or is it a 4x9 or 4x8. Sometimes you get a smaller one, a 4x8. Sometimes you have an 8x10. They come bigger. It's just kind of what they have available, really. But Prima stamping block, that's what you want. Okay, so now, let's see. I think for these pieces, I want to add some dimension to these. I think I'm going to use my Anna Griffin large dimensionals on these and see what we can come away with. Yeah, somebody had requested to use these foiled embellishments in a card, and so I was like, I can do that. That's a pretty easy task. Why not? I have them sitting here. It's all done for the most part. You just have to put them together now. A couple of extra things out of your stash and boom. The other thing you can do with this stuff is like make tags with all those foiled embellishments. If you're just having a grand time foiling things, put them on cards. These embellishments, like the wreath or the pine bough, the deer, they're the perfect size to put on a gift tag. So if you take those out, and just add them with a small frame on some pretty cardstock, patterned cardstock, you can usually throw together a tag really quickly with these foiled embellishments. So, right? Oh my, the little dimension there. That's looking pretty snazzy. Okay, so we're gonna pop this one up as well. Oh wait, I do want to let's go ahead and let's add this here. I think that looks so cool like that. I'm just gonna use a little art glitter glue. We're gonna have to hold it down though for a second, while it adheres. Like so. Just a tiny bit. You don't need too much. Get the excess off so you don't have to deal with that later. And then line it up and plunk it down. Yeah, that is super cool. I think that looks really nice. Oh, maybe we can just, maybe that's actually gonna adhere down really good. But like, right? That added just a nice little extra touch there, a little bit of fun there. So now pop a few of these guys around. These little bit larger ones. You don't need too many of them because it is just paper. Oh, nope, but you don't want to see them, so that's a big key. Oh, and I guess we do want to hold it straight, so maybe I will add a couple extras here. So that way it keeps it flat. There we go. And this is just out of those box dimensionals, is where these big guys are from. The box of dimensionals from Anna Griffin. You probably have a bunch left out of your swag pouch if you went to crop at home, or I mean create. She gave us a bunch, and there was almost like a box worth. And let's see, line this guy up. I'm thinking that is looking pretty delightful. Huh? Pretty good, right? That looks pretty neat. That is pretty neat. Okay, so now what I was thinking was I have a few elements here. Let's grab them here. I have a few gold foiled ones. So what I was thinking was I was thinking like doing a wreath up here, popping a wreath up here, and then I was thinking about doing a a little scene down here, behind pink swag. And so I thought, well, I could pop these gold elements, these pine green elements, like so. Well, hang on. Hold on. Are we even going to need these now? Hold on. Wait. We might just need the little ones. Maybe we do just need a couple little ones here. And I have my little birds, too, I wanted to add. So, but hold on. I have these trees. I wanted to add this beautiful little trees back here. These are, I think these are snow globe stickers, is where these little trees are from. These are from the poinsettia stickers. I'm pretty sure. I was thinking about doing something like this. Like this. And then like staggering those and doing something like that is kind of what I was thinking. And then I have these little birds. We did these little birds. And I was also thinking about doing a deer. So like maybe popping. Is that going to be too much? This might be too much. Okay, I think the deer. Is the deer going to be too much? Yeah, the deer might be too much. Hold on. Maybe we put one of these little pink cardinals in there. Oh, see, that might be a little better. Like, right? That could be a little better. So now, what if we add, oh, and then I grabbed out of the mini holiday sentiment stickers, I grabbed out a little sending holiday cheer. I thought we could pop that up on there. And then I was thinking about adding another little bird. I don't know. I wish it was the other way. Yeah, I kind of wish this bird went the other way. Nope. Nope. I think we're just going to use the one little bird. These two small holly branches. Because I don't think we can. Can we add these to the bottom? Maybe? Oh, could we do that? What if we do that? What if we... I can cut that off. I don't have to... We don't have to have... Actually, what if I just cut the one little branch off that I need? I'll just cut this little one off, right? And we'll just pop this one down here. What if we just do that? Oh, that looks pretty cool, right? With the little bird, the couple of trees. And then I was going to add a little pink bow. Okay, and that gives me my 3 pinks. And everything else is singular. So the green, 2, 3. Pink, 1, 2, 3. And everything, so singular. Well, the ivory still in the bird, in the background, and in the card. But then the red is singular. This, like, turquoise is singular. And I think that actually ends up being a really pretty card. I think we ought to do a composition like this. So I guess what I need to do then is... Oh, I can also add maybe some pink on here. So let's see about... Let's see, wait. Oh, is this not a... This is a sticker. Oh, yeah, it's a sticker. There we go. Let's add a square. A dimensional to this one. And line it up in the middle of my beautiful little... Oh, I gotta turn my hot glue gun on. My beautiful foiled little wreath. That looks pretty good, right? So then on the back, let's add a dimensional, right? This one might have to get a second one on the bottom. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go like a half one down here. Towards the bottom, I think. Pretty sure. So that way it's stable. Like that. That looks pretty good, right? That looks pretty good. Let me turn the hot glue gun on too. And let's see. Oh, sorry guys. Okay, so now let's get our trees lined up in there. Let's get these guys situated in here. So it looked like this one was going to be up the farthest. I wonder if I could just pop them up. I wonder if I could pop them up like that. Let's just see what it looks like, right? Let's just see. And put this one here. Wait, we'll put it on, it's got to go over. We'll put it in the middle-ish. I'm not really sure where this one's going to go. Oh, that's right, we wanted it about there. Oh, yeah, okay, I see. Let's see if we can go there. Because I think everything else is actually going to go above it. Or something. So then let's pop this little birdie right there. So let's put a dimensional on the back of this one. And that way it'll just hit wherever it's going to. Like so. And then let's pop this one up. I think let's put it down here like that. I think that's going to be pretty cool. But let's just pop the 2 here and here. I think I actually have to put a couple. I think it needs 2 on each side actually because of how tall the bird is. And then we'll just kind of stuff a few things around it to kind of help disguise it, I think. Those little pieces. So let's see if we can get, oh, the birdie. Okay, okay, okay. Oh, shucky darn. That's not going to be very good. Oh, wait, but if we go like this, oh, okay. I know. I see the trees, but what if we just do a single one and we do, right? Come on, that works. So let's do a single, actually, we'll just glue that. Let's just put some glue there. Hold on. That's going to be great. It's going to be just fine. So just right there. And we'll just kind of tuck it in like so to hide the bottom of the tree, right? Oh, see, look how cool that looks. Can we do that? I think I have to put a thing on this one, though. Oh, this one has, oh, I got a half one here. We'll just use that little fella. Oh, yeah, look at how fun. Oh my gosh, how cool. Okay, and so then let's just do something with this one, right? Can we do, like we wanted one right there, right? Didn't we want that to be right there? I think it, is that too much? Wait. Oh, right there. Oh, that's the one. Okay. Okay, that's the one we're going to use there. So let's make it easy and just cut the end off. While I fiddle around with all these things. Right? This is all going to be... Oh, is that going to be under? I don't think so. Hold on. Let's make sure we hide it. Just in case. Oh, yeah, there we go. That looks pretty good, right? That's pretty good. And it balances it out, too. So let's do that one. And I think we're getting it. Oh, this is going to be great. I think that should have been like a pattern or something. Okay. And then what do we think about that? All right, what do we think about that? What do you guys think about... Oh, gosh, I hope you've been in frame. Good night. Oh, that would be crazy. Well, we'll remake it, right? If it's not. Sorry about that. Hopefully it works good enough for... Okay, and we're going to add this little bow here, right? We're going to add that up there. Oh, look how cute. Okay. That looks very cool. And then what I'm thinking is I still have room to add a bit of... Oh, and that takes up the extra, right? Like the white in the back. That's actually pretty cool, right? And so then let's add just a tiny bit of bling around. So we're done with the hot glue gun. And let's see. Let's just add a little bit of these little pink gems around. So they come in these are from Stamps of Life. And they're like all different sizes. You even get these little bitty ones, which are very cool. And then I'm going to use my little, my Crystal Katana pickup tool. It works okay. It used to work really good, but I've had it for a little bit. It probably needs to be replaced. But it was so expensive. It was like $25 or something like that. So I wasn't in too big of a hurry to go forking out some money when I'm like, oh, but what about these crafting dies? Or what about these stickers? I can make this work. You guys know how it is. Oh, aren't these little pink gems so fun? Oh my goodness. These are so cute. And like, yeah, you get like tiny ones and big ones, and I put all little ones on there. I probably had to stick with that. Rather than switching sizes. I don't know why I put 2 daubs of glue on that one. It'll dry clear though, so we won't worry about that. I was like, oh, there's a double berry there. Maybe we should It'll dry clear, don't worry. It'll be fine. Okay, there we go. There's that. And then maybe we put a, let's put like 1 or 2 down here. Okay, how about we put 3? And maybe a couple of these big ones since they're on the table. Oops. And then I'll put a see if I can find a small one. In here. A couple of these little bitty ones. And then oh, right. Oh my heavens. Come on, that's pretty sweet, isn't it? Oh, I think that was the same size. That's okay. But I think that is pretty sweet. All right, what do you guys think? I think that is pretty cool. But I did have some stuff for the inside. So I grabbed out one of these. This is a holiday jacket insert from here. This doesn't go very good. It's more of a, I want to say like Kelly green. It's not really a sagey or a pine forest green. But it makes it fun on the inside, and I think it being as far away as it is, it'll be just fine. Because you open it, and it's not like it's like right next to it. So I think it'll be okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run a bead, or I'm going to do a tape run across that. And I'm going to use my ATG gun and just run some tape, a line of tape down one side of it on the inside towards the fold. And then I'm going to make sure it's how we want it, right? Oh, yeah. Okay, I guess it could only go one way to have the decorative portion. Line it up on the inside so it's nice and even and all the way to the fold. And then I'll fold this over on it. And then like that. See how pretty? So then you open that up, right? And I wasn't a big fan of the fact that there's bright red in here. So what I did was I grabbed this other one that we foiled already. And I thought, wouldn't it be fun to take the middle of the piece that was in here and put it here. And then I'd have a really fun little place to write if I do it like that, right? And that's like great, right? So let's go ahead and let's put this glue this to the center. Okay. And then I'm going to have to put a block on this so that way it holds it down. So that's all lined up. So now let me put some glue on the back of this, put a block on it, let it dry. And then that way and then I have one more. I've got a little poinsettia, but I can't put that on yet. And another little foiled leaf. So let me let this dry. And I'm just trying to cover up. The old sentiment, or the sentiment that's under here. So let me put this on here. Let me let this dry. And I'll be right back. Hang on. Okay, I think that's pretty good. So I have this little poinsettia that I got, and I'm going to cut this little piece off down here. I didn't want the stem. It makes it too bulky or too long and stuff. So I want to put that there. But I thought, hey, let's use some of these others. Oh, maybe we don't need those. Let's see. I was thinking about actually adding, whether we could add the deer. Well, that's going to make it, no, what if we just add the little bird? We add the little bird? We could just add the little bird down there, huh? Well, I still want to have a place to write, though. Maybe we just add the poinsettia. Oh, my cute little bird. So can we put it down farther? Oh, what if we just do that, huh? We could just do that. I was really feeling like I wanted a deer, but it just is too big in there. So What if we do something like that instead and add the little bird here? Oh, we could do, oh, it covers all that up though. Like, well, I could do it like that. And then, where's that other little tiny pine bough at? Hold on. Oh, this was the other piece we cut off. We could do something like this. But that just like blends into the sides. I don't know why we're doing all that then. What if we do like that? And just a little bird. Wait. We can do this. Oh yeah, the bird just gets lost. It just gets lost in there. So, oh, my little birdie. Oh, my little birdie. Oh. Well, what does the deer look like? Maybe the deer would have actually a better, hold on. Get this one out of here. Well, and then what if we do just do that? Is it too big? I don't know, you guys. It's not feeling right. I think I should just do that. And then that way I get a nice place to write. And then, so sending holiday cheer. And then you open it up and it looks like, actually that's pretty simple and nice. And then that's your inside. Okay, I'll quit fiddling around. I probably spent 20 minutes on this darn little poinsettia insert. Or a little sticker collage. And we just ended up with just the poinsettia. That is funny. Oh, who doesn't love a good poinsettia though? Like seriously. Okay. A good poinsettia collage. And look how pretty that is, right? That's pretty, right? That actually came out pretty cool, right? That is pretty fun. It's a pretty dimensional. And yeah, I think I should have probably done a some other pattern paper back there. Would have been really cool. This ivory should have probably been a nice ivory and gold pattern paper or something back there. Some type of pattern back there. Would have probably just set it over the top. But you don't know till you get it together, so it's like, oh man. And then you have that, and then that, right? That's pretty good. That is pretty good. All right, let me know what you guys think of this down in the comments below. Hope that was some inspiration on how to use the little foil embellishments. And we got a few on there. We got these couple, those, a little bird, the little wreath on there. And I think that is, oh, and the frame. And the frame. So yeah, we did pretty good. That's actually pretty good, and I think it looks great. So yeah, let me know what you think. Thanks so much for hanging out, and until next time, happy crafting, everyone. Bye-bye.